Yo, boo, 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 what is up, y'all? Travis here. Say hello to the turkeys. It's finally here. I finally heard the project. They finally, Kanye West and Ty Dolla Sign have finally released their collab project, Vultures. So when it comes to Kanye West, man, but this. He dropped this project this morning. I tried to hear it this morning, but by the time I was finally able to hear it, he told them to take it down. So the project got taken down, and then I finally heard the project. So yeah. So I have finally heard it. And yeah, I heard it. Kanye West and Ty Dolla Sign have released Vultures. And he said supposedly they're going to drop a Vultures 2, and they're going to drop a Vultures 3. Not entirely sure, because that came from Kanye himself, so that could mean that is not going to happen, or that could mean that it's going to drop in 2029, some shit. That could, you know what I mean, God knows. But yeah, the first one is here. So I heard the project, and here is what I'll say. Before I say anything, though, Kanye West has been saying some very off the wall shit since for a while now. He's gone on to say some very controversial things. Some things he said have not been too great. Not going to say those things for the channel here, but yeah, he said some things that have been kind of but still, that being said, it's still Kanye, you know what I mean? He's dropped some great shit throughout the years. Great stuff. Great albums, great songs. Just, starting with College Dropout, late Registration, Graduation, 808s and Heartbreak, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. Like, come on, like, he's dropped some great, you know what I mean? And, yeah. And the last project we heard from him was Donda. So, and that project was very good though too. So, with that being said, here is my review for Vultures. So, when it comes to this project, he had some songs that he was kind of showing. Some songs he was just showing out with Ty Dolla Sign. I heard none of the songs at all before this dropped, so I was not sure what to expect. Yeah. So going into this project, starting off with the first song. The first song was cool. The first song had a very kind of intro type of style, short, but it was kind of an intro to the whole album. And then going on through the project, the project had some highlights for sure. The project had some highlights. I thought the production was actually very well done on this. I think that There were some songs on here that sounded great. You know, some of the production on here had Kanye, some from JPEG, some from Timbaland, just some more on here as well. And so I thought the production on here was very good. And Ty Dolla $ign, he killed this shit. He was a highlight for sure. He killed the entire project, bro. Ty Dolla $ign, I think this project right here shows Ty Dolla $ign is so talented, dude. The production on here, just his voice combined with the sounds on here, all the variety of sounds that were on this project, Ty Dolla $ign showed no matter what sound it was, what style it was, he still sounded great. Ty Dolla $ign sounded so great here on this project. It was a great idea for Kanye to collab the whole project with him. Like, Ty Dolla $ign sounded so great on here. So when it came to Kanye himself, though, I think there were times here where Kanye, you know, he sounded good on the delivery, his flow. There were actually some points in here where some of his delivery and some of his flow did sound like the Kanye from College Dropout, Late Registration, Graduate. Like those, there were some songs on here where his flow, his delivery, there were some times on here though, for sure. There were also some points on here where Kanye just did not sound great. It sounded like he was like, I don't really know how to describe it. It sounded almost like he there were some points on here it sounded like Kanye was not even like trying at all. There were some times on here, like, it's so weird because there were some songs where, you know, some of the parts of the song of Kanye, he really did sound good. Then there were just some songs where he just sounded like he was not trying at all. And that was the strange part here. I feel like that's where I think Kanye himself, while, yeah, I mean, there were some highlights from him, but I feel like there were also some very not so great parts from Kanye here. Yeah, there were just sometimes some of the lyrics were so like, just like, it was like so weird. Like, he would go on these like tracks where he would talk about, you know, some of the problems he's dealing with, some of the problems he's experiencing, but then he'd turn around and say some shit about the fact he's trying to fuck his wife or some shit. Like, he would just turn around and say the most like absurd shit about like ass and just mean, because the reason is because just some of the songs like were so like, you know, he was saying like some serious shit, then he'd turn around and say the most absurd shit, like the most like off the wall shit. And that happened like four or five times throughout the whole album. Like, yeah. Yeah. And there was like one song in particular where he was talking about like women falling from the like sky or some shit. Like, he was saying some serious shit, then turn around and say that. Like dude, like, come on. But there were some highlights here for sure. I think too, there were highlights from Freddie, I think Freddie Gibbs, he killed his first for sure. I think for Freddie Gibbs, he really sounded good. YG, he honestly really did sound good on here. I even thought Tardy, he even sounded good on here. And by the way, so when it comes to, by the way, so when it comes to Tardy, he changed, man. He sounds so like boogada shit. Like that shit was crazy. But yeah, there were some highlights here for sure. Yeah, I mean the project itself, I feel like the project itself for sure felt not quite finished, but I still feel like there were still some highlights here. There were for sure some parts of the project that were kind of but there were still some highlights here. And I feel like the highlights came from more so of the production. I think it came more so from Holocene, some of Kanye here and here and there. And yeah, I mean, that was a kind of a... Here's what I'll say about the project as a whole. I feel like the whole album was... I feel like the project itself will probably have to grow me some more. But I still feel like this project still... I feel like the project still had its highlights, though. So that's pretty much what I'll say about the project. Yeah. So this was a crazy rollout, but it's from Kanye, so it's not too. So it's not quite surprising, but still, yeah. With that being said, that's really pretty much all I have to say about the project. Yeah. So y'all comment y'all's thoughts down below though. How did y'all like it? Did y'all enjoy it? Did y'all not? Explain why. Yeah. Yeah, so like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. Don't gotta keep saying it, don't gotta keep saying it, don't gotta keep saying it. Come join the family, man. Come join the reviews. Come join just the whole thing going on here. Not quite sure what exactly is happening here, but come join it. Some cool shit. I have some cool shit here in the works. So come join. And yeah, see y'all soon. Say goodbye to the turkeys and goodbye.